Shook told me that you were not. She said that you were the Bay Harbor butcher. So much for the happy reunion.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars and welcome to my review for the whole season of Dexter Resurrection. The season comprises of 10 episodes and it is the return to the screen of Dexter after we last saw him in Dexter New Blood. So this time round, obviously we've got Michael C. Hall returning as Dexter. We have got Jack Alcott returning as Harrison. We have David Zayas back as Angel Batista. We have Uma Thurman. We have James Remar returning as Dexter's Conscience. Peter Dinklage as Leon Prater. And some really, really cool names also that turn up in regards to some serial killers that Dexter has a lot of fun kind of taking out. So, this time round, if you saw Dexter New Blood, he supposedly died at the end of that show. Again, that wound the fans up because they didn't like how he died. I think we should all come to terms with the fact that we don't like Dexter dying, I think. Or living, it would seem, after the end of the original show. So I don't ever know how they're going to end a show like Dexter and keep the fans happy. Maybe they need to turn him into an avenging ghost or something at the end. Who knows? Either way. However, this time, at the beginning of this show, he wakes up he's in a coma for 12 weeks, something like that. He wakes up out of the coma. He is essentially freed from his crimes that he ever did there in the previous show. Batista turns up. They have a very tentative get-together, and basically Batista accuses him of being the Bay Harbor butcher. He then buggers off to New York because he recognizes a death in New York, very similar to his own, which suggests that's his son Harrison. Gets to New York and then he takes on a serial killer called the Dark Passenger, which annoys him, who's like an Uber driver, goes around and basically cuts people's heads off. So he ends up taking this guy out, assumes his identity because there is a billionaire called Leon Prater, played by Peter Dinklage, who is essentially collecting serial killers, creating a safe place for serial killers to meet and discuss their kills and their routines, all that kind of stuff. So it's like Dexter's like a kid in a candy store, really, because he's just, he has to take them all out. But this puts him in direct firing line of Peter Dinklage and his very capable head of security, Charlie, played by Uma Thurman. Right, what are my thoughts on Dexter Resurrection? Wow, it feels like I was explaining a lot there, because in these 10 episodes, such a lot happens. And that's not a complaint, it's a good thing. This is absolutely Dexter back to his best as a show. Absolutely superb 10 episodes of Dexter. Now, I enjoyed Dexter New Blood. I thought it was good. I didn't think the location suited him. But it was really great to see Dexter back, and I thought Clancy Brown was a compelling villain on that series. But I don't know, it lacked something, and I can't just put my finger on it. But this is like everybody singing from the same hymn sheet. The writers absolutely firing on all cylinders. The casting just blows your socks off. It's that good. I mean, honestly, the casting here is arguably the best of any series of Dexter, apart from maybe John Lithgow in season 4 as the Trinity Killer. And we even get to see the Trinity Killer in this, in like a dream sequence. I mean, it's so nostalgic in some ways. and there's so much fan service here and there, but it's done in a way where it just kind of ticks a little box and moves on, because the main story is now Dexter in New York trying to reconnect with his son after what happened in the last show, trying to avoid Batista, who follows him to New York, and he's trying to convince everybody, including the police force, you name it. He's trying to tell everybody that Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher and that they should get on board with this and take him seriously, which is a real issue, obviously, for Dexter. And then Dexter trying to infiltrate this group of serial killers run by Prater and do it under the radar sort of thing and take them out, as best he can without shining the light on him, the new guy in the group. It spins so many plates, this series, but it does them expertly. And that is the kind of Dexter I remember, where there are moments of absolute precision, preparation and organisation from Dexter, and moments of inspired reactiveness from Dexter, and then moments of sheer and utter, oh my God, what's Dexter going to do now moments. Those for me are like the best moments in Dexter. Those moments in those series, the best series of Dexter, the original show, where you're kind of like, oh my God, what's he going to do now? How's he going to get out of this? And we get so many of them in these 10 episodes, really. And I just absolutely loved it. I mean, the final 2 episodes, all the episodes, but the final 2, the conclusion, really, is just jaw-droppingly good, in my opinion. Heartbreaking in some aspects, but absolutely brilliantly done in others. And it sets up, I think, more. I mean, this has been, as far as I can tell, this has been such a smash hit in regards to critical reception and audience reception. They would be mad to not do more. I mean, I think this has been such a big hit, they've actually cancelled Dexter Original Sin, which I actually really enjoyed that show, so that they could focus on this, because this has just been so brilliantly done. So I hope now they don't mess it up in season 2 and do some silly stuff. They've got the blueprint now, but what works in 2025 for Dexter. Michael C. Hall, again, is fantastic as this character, that he just embodies with perfection now. He just slips into the character with such ease. And to see those moments from Dexter, where he gets somebody on his table, it's just to see that acting in Michael C. Hall, you see that madness at times come out. It's just a joy. I think this has been an absolute resounding success, this 10 episodes of Dexter. Can't wait for more. Really looking forward to more. Don't know where they're going to go next. Is it going to stay in New York, which initially I wasn't sure about New York as a setting, but it seems absolutely perfect now. I think it's fabulous, yeah. I can't recommend this highly enough if you haven't seen it. But yeah, definitely one of the strongest seasons of Dexter. Never mind the original show. I mean, you've got people rate the first 4 seasons as the best of Dexter that you ever got of Dexter. Well, you could add this into there now, because this is some of the best Dexter that we've ever got, in my opinion, as well. So, yeah, check out Dexter Resurrection, and I will, of course, be back with plenty more content on the channel very, very soon.